WTF!
Hello, I am Marvellous Ross Twiddell from Cultaholic.com, you're my sexual wank pheasants, and welcome to all of the WTF moments from this episode of the Superstar Shake-Up from SmackDown Live. And bugger me sideways, didn't Paige just pull the pants down of Kurt Angle, or what? The superstars she got compared to the superstars that he got did not compare. It's like he got a dilapidated boat while she got Vince McMahon's plane. And no doubt about it, if Paige was on that plane, she'd be singing Nelly Furtado. I'm like a bird. Or is it? We simply do not know, because as we all know these days, Paige keeps going round on SmackDown Live saying things like, "This is my house." Find out who owns it on Homes Under the Hammer next week with Dion Bastard Dublin. Hey look, Kevin Dunn actually got it right and put the right title belt down there. What a clever beaver. It certainly looks like how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck couldn't chuck wood is not the only riddle that Kevin Dunn and his family of beavers can work out. It's happening again, it's happening again. They're making Rusev a heel, it's happening again. Now you'd think after seeing the reaction my Bane spirit animal got after being taken out of that casket match with The Undertaker at the greatest Rumble in the history of all the Rumbles, WWE would just give the fans what they want and book my Bane spirit animal as a babyface. But no, once again there's one heelish line from Aiden Polish and his little song when they come down the ramp, and then that Eastern European bastard interferes in a dream match to end all wrestling. Faps. Ho ho ho! I know I bring it up every single week on these SmackDown Live WTF moments, but every single week WWE just missed the point with Rusev, don't they? Watching TV like a human, Shane McMahon was degraded and buried on last night's SmackDown Live. As we all know, Colonel McSweaty Bollocks is better than us normal folk, isn't he? He's a superhuman. He's a man who can recover from diverticulitis and a staph infection in 2 weeks, when those two things had written off Brock Lesnar and CM Punk for bear time respectively. There's no doubt about it, very soon in the future, Shane McMahon will rise out of a coffin and tie himself to a cross and live to tell the tale, because he is the human embodiment of Jesus on planet Earth today. And he's being forced to watch TV like us scum. I am shook. Ms. GM Shane says, I don't know about you, Shane, but what I'm seeing in that picture there is definitely Paige GM. Saucy. A cover-up is confirmed. As we all know, when you put an unsigned in a tweet, it completely kills a hashtag, but their WWE are claiming Shelton Benjamin's hashtag there is legit. Shelton, you call yourself the gold standard? Well, I didn't think so, pal, because your Twitter game's more like a bronze standard. And then bronze standard Shelton claims that his Twitter account was hacked in tweeting that thing there about Chad Gable, but I checked his Twitter account bare time after SmackDown Live ended, and that tweet was still there, so bronze standard Shelton, you're clearly lying, pal. And to the person who hacked him, you have missed a massive opportunity, because you could have changed his profile picture to a picture of a willy or something really funny. And then the bronze goddess claimed he asked Paige for some competition. Out came Randy Orton before the Vipers music was cut off halfway through his entrance because Kevin Dunn was in the midst of a climax. You know, because everyone backstage fancies the sleeves off of Randy Orton's hoodie. Do you get it? So Kevin Dunn was in the middle of a fap, and then he went, oh, and his teeth knocked the button. You know the rest of the story. And then Rose Jeff Hardy came out halfway through Randy Orton's entrance. He cut in front of the Viper as the Viper was forced to stand there like a bloke who had just seen a dementia-ridden old woman cut in front of him in the line at the post office. Randy was disgusted at what just happened, but he knew he couldn't do anything about it. So Corey Graves claims that a non-title singles match between Shelton Benjamin and Jeff Hardy could make or break Jeff's US title reign. It's non-title, you numpty. The match means absolutely nothing. It's not making or breaking anything. And now it's time for this.
Wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank. Wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank.
And thank you to the girl on tech who pointed out that Shelton Benjamin did indeed used to be an Intercontinental Champion in WWE. Now I have absolutely no Scooby-Doo what this is in reference to, but she's the only one who tweeted me saying this, and I'm in a good mood and I couldn't be asked to go back and check the match, so it's in there. So 24 hours after saying, nah, Roman pal, we're going to fight on my time, Samoa Joe turned up on SmackDown Live. He is a new SmackDown Live superstar as Roman Reigns, the big prick, who turned all Scott Steiner by calling Samoa Joe a fat ass on Raw, remember, gave out a great sigh of relief because presumably an arse kicking that was coming his way was no longer coming his way. Now if you listen closely enough, I think you can still hear the big prick sighing that big sigh of relief. Now I know Samoa Joe cleared it all up and the Backlash match between he and Roman Reigns is still going ahead, but that was a funny, yes? Well, if this isn't the land of opportunity, Samoa Joe said. Nah, that's clearly Monday Night Raw, pal, because they signed all the deadwood from SmackDown Live who are no longer getting any opportunities with the view to give them opportunities, or why else would Kurt Angle have gone through the trouble of signing them? I mean, I hope he has, because if he hasn't, what's the point in any of this? What's the point if we can't scuba? Samoa Joe can fart through his nostrils. I cannot do it, so it's WTF. They are? It looks like the New Japan crossover's getting kicked up a notch or two then. Now after seeing this, there's no doubt about it, you can Beretta, the Smarks, Will, Ospreay, Goto, Reddit, and Okada, Ishii, Jay White. That sentence started well, but I chuckied it in because I'm jaded. Now after seeing that Geico logo pimped out on screen clearly more times than it was supposed to be, it's clear for all to see now who Kevin Dunn has got those massive front choppers of his insured with. Couple of gecko murderers out there. Made a grave mistake, Corey. This time we have Corey Graves assaulting Byron Saxton with words when Byron Saxton decided not to lick the toes of Carmella. Not literally. Get on your feet and applaud Carmella, Saxton, Corey Graves said before the show immediately smashed cut to a different shot where the commentary team were in the back of it. It's clear for all to see then. Corey Graves is about 4 foot tall if that's him stood up. He might actually be Jimmy Neutron. Never ever forget that a man with a working set of testicles won the first one. WWE done effed up and they want you to forget about it. Thank you very much to Charlotte Flair for pointing WWE towards their own bollocks as well. It's John O'Clock! What? His voice was in that little video package Carmella put together, so what's a sexual wank pheasant supposed to do? But then Charlotte called James Ellsworth a chinless freak and I just felt sorry for the guy. He was born like that, he couldn't help it. Now I know all of you out there are saying, but Ross, you do the same to Kevin Dunn. How's that fair? Kevin Dunn has paid millions of dollars every single year, yet he's decided not to get those teeth fixed. Something that costs a lot of money, but something he can definitely afford to do. James Ellsworth, on the other hand, he can't grow a new face, can he now, Charlotte? You be a star, and there's no doubt about it. Paige was saying, Charlotte, what are you doing? What the hell's that? Doink El Piasso? And next up we have Tom Phillips doing what Tom Phillips does best. No, that's not abusing the DMs of an Instagram user. That's face fornicating the crap out of a line on commentary when he claimed that this was Billie Kay's first ever match on SmackDown Live. Now, of course, keen viewers will know that Billie Kay took on Dana Brooke on the June 30th episode of SmackDown Live way back in 2016. That's a thing that happened. Yes, as a Cultaholic sign at a WWE event for what feels like the first time in a lifetime. Thank you very much to Dr. Halliday for that lovely bit of artwork there. Please, for the love of all that's holy, join that man in joining us and spreading the good word of Cultaholic throughout the WWE universe. Now, I only have one thing to say towards every single thing that took place in this scene. Back with Tom Phillips once again, and this time he claims that with WWE's new monthly co-branded pay-per-views, WWE are changing pay-per-views as we know it. That must be right, of course. We've never seen a co-branded pay-per-view, have we? They're going to be so weird. Where's Nikki Cross? That thing there is not sanity. It's like when Robbie Williams left Take That, when Zayn left One Direction. That thing's not sanity, it's satiety, because they've took the N out. Happy Rusev Day, Jesus Christ himself. Andrade Cien Almas is now on SmackDown Live to join his father, God himself, Rusev. Honestly, man, look at those two there side by side and tell me they're not related. You cannot. Since when do entrances for tag team matches go one babyface, two heels, one babyface? Never. The question is, though, what made Daniel Bryan late for his entrance? I reckon he was having a big poo. And we end this week's episode by discovering a new type of Tourette's. No matter what he does in life, Shinsuke Connery, sorry, no speak English, cannot help but tickle the balls of AJ Styles. Some people can't help but swear, other people have involuntary reactions. Shinsuke Nakamura, though, he just wants bollocks. And that's it for all the WTF moments for this week's SmackDown Live. I've been Ross from the Cultaholic. You have been the Sexual Wank Pheasant. You can follow me on the Twitter machine at Ross on Wrestling. If you like what we do here at Cultaholic, you can pledge to our Patreon page, patreon.com/Cultaholic. Anything you can afford to give us will be greatly appreciated and then re-titivated back in the company to make more of this content for your viewing pleasure. But most importantly of all, do not forget to join us on every form of social media but a genie in a bottle.